What's going on, guys, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. So, I've been smelting up some stuff, I've been crafting down the cinder blocks that we grabbed, and currently we have about 20 iron ingots. Basically, all these iron ingots are going to be going straight into being able to build this castle over here. I want to check on the concrete block in the back as well. I want to see if that actually... Okay, so it has become concrete. Reinforced concrete, I mean. So this is essentially what most of the castle is going to be made out of. It's a rather large castle, and it takes about, this entire circle in the middle. It takes about 80 or so of these, rebar, like, frame things. I don't know exactly, what are they called? Rebarb frame. That's exactly what they're called. They take about 80 rebar frames along with the towers themselves. So it takes about, I'd say, 100 per layer. So I'm not sure how much iron we actually need per layer. But once I figure that out, it's going to be a little bit easier to get this going. We want this wall, this inner wall, just to be 3 high. That's really it. That's all we need is for this inner wall to be 3 high. Anything else is just kind of unnecessary, and it's just to kind of make it big and monotonous. If we ever like really want to get around to having it be big and monotonous, we could just go ahead and do that. And then these towers will probably have 5 or 6 high, but they're not as long, so they're not going to take as much rebarb frames. I always say rebarb. I guess it's just kind of what I say, by the way. I apologize if I say it too much, but it is rebar. But all those rebarb yeah, it just rolls off the tongue, rebarb. All the rebar frames are going to be taking a really long time to get. So we might gather some of that off camera. But for right now, we're just going to take what we got, and we're going to see how much iron we actually, or how many rebar frames we actually get from the iron that we have made. I don't even know how much iron we actually got. We got about, I think it's 1 iron per metal, like, crossbeam thing. I'm pretty sure that's kind of what it worked out to be. So what we do is we go ahead and we break this down into this forged iron, and then that forged iron is used to make the short metal pipes, which is used to make the rebar frames. Short iron pipes. So we take all of this and make it into the forged iron, which is what we're going to do right now. It's going to take a minute, and then that forged iron becomes the short iron pipes, and then the short iron pipes becomes the rebar frames. And then what these cinder blocks were used for was to make all this gravel that you see right here, about 3 stacks. And what you do is you put the gravel on top of some regular stone, not small stone. We actually need real stone, which we will have to gather probably a little bit today. And we make the cement mix in which we will pour on top of the rebar frames. And from there, we will be crafting and building our castle. So it's kind of it's a large crafting experience. You used to just be able to grab a shit ton of gravel and stone, and you used to be able to make reinforced concrete pretty damn easily. But now it's kind of a very large system to be able to get that going. So what we're going to focus on primarily is the outer walls before the towers. We don't really want to do the towers until the outer walls are actually made, and we want to develop some kind of farm in the inner walls before we get anything really going. That way we have an abundant amount of food. We can start cooking venison and just like kind of have a sanctuary of sorts to actually work from instead of in and out of this house. So this is the amount of forged iron that we got. We'll just keep that. We might as well. This is going to craft down to 192 of that. Hopefully we have some inventory room. We'll go ahead and just throw some stuff away because this is all going to be coming into our inventory pretty soon. Grab the ones that we already have. In here, we'll just store the gravel because that's like a different step way later down the line. We're pretty much going to put up all the rebar frames before we even go ahead and pour cement on anything. Just kind of do step by step. So this is going to help us figure out actually how much iron we need. I think we did about 26 or 28 iron ingots. And this is what it's essentially going to tell us exactly how I really can't talk today. How many rebarb frames that we can actually make with that much iron, so we know how long this is actually going to take. I'm hoping that this amount of short iron pipes is going to be enough for at least one layer. Oof, that's disheartening. That's 40. That's literally 2 sides of the wall. So we kind of need to do double what we did over there in that shitty biome to even get one of the layers done. But I guess we could get half of the layer done today and start upgrading it with our nail gun. We're going to need to chop down a tree real quick. That way we can go ahead and get some of the wood planks to be able to upgrade the rebar frames to the first step, in which is to get them to like a kind of like a wood, reinforced wood kind of thing, and then you pour the cement mix inside of it, and then it's ready to harden over time, and then you have the reinforced concrete. So essentially what this episode today is going to be building a piece of our castle. It's the first steps into the castle. I want to have this castle done in a short amount of time. So the best way to do that is to be doing a lot of different stuff off camera. You guys could tell me also down below, would you rather me just show everything on camera, gathering and all, but I think I've came to the conclusion mostly of doing it off camera because I could just listen to music and it's kind of like mind-numbing and you get stuff done. We're going to do adventures here and there into like different areas. We don't want to stay here forever. We're going to obviously build here and we're going to work from here, but we want to go south, we want to go east, and we want to adventure around and find some little cities to loot. Even if they don't have crazy gear, we still want to be able to leave. We don't want to have to just sit here forever. So we'll probably go back to how I think I did one of my original series, or what did I do? In the forest, where we would do one day of building, next day would be adventuring. So today is a building and crafting day. Tomorrow will be an adventuring day, or next episode will be an adventuring day, and we'll head up somewhere and we'll go investigate something, and we'll have fun doing so. So essentially this is what's happening right here. We are now laying down the foundations to the first layer of the wall. It's kind of like half a layer technically because the ground's just kind of like bumped up a little bit. Here we go. Don't want to misplace any of them, even though we can just pick them up afterwards. Here we go. And we could just do a second layer if we really wanted to, but I just want to kind of like do the bottom layers one after another, instead of like just doing one side and then doing another side. I feel like it would be a lot cooler to see it be built in this format. So we got literally half of the first layer done, and then what we do is we take this nail gun, we go around. I need to actually craft down these wood logs into wood planks first. We're just going to do all of them, screw it. And then we go ahead and slap on the outer layer. And then we would pour the cement mix over these, and they will slowly but surely become reinforced concrete. So as you can tell, it's going to be a grind, and it's going to be a very long time before we have the castle built, but I do want to build the castle. This would have been a lot quicker of a building scenario if we actually kept the old ways of building. Like I said, it used to just be like some gravel and some stone to actually build like an entire reinforced concrete item. Can we over upgrade this? I don't think so. Maybe if you had some scrap iron, it would let you. But it used to be a lot easier to do this kind of stuff, and now that you can like build in this is just like the way that you build now, it's a lot harder to do a mega build. Like if you go back into my playlist and like look at all the mega builds that I've done in the past, like I've done some insane shit. Like I've done like spiders on top of churches, and I've done impenetrable towers. I've done many of things, and it just never has been as hard as this is going to be. But like this is going to be a lot more satisfying, I guess is the word I'm looking for. When this is done, it's just going to be like with the new building system, I literally built a castle. It's going to be insane. So let's go upstairs real quick and just check on what we have left to really do. Cookware. Are we good on food? How's our food and water is looking pretty much all set. Everything else is pretty much fine too. Nothing too great, nothing too bad. Yeah. So I went ahead and literally spent the last 30 to 40 minutes in this little shitty biome that I always hated, and I gathered a whole lot of iron. I actually have some more still going. I got 5 right in here, and we got a few more of these scrap metal piles. I'm pretty sure I was all set on gravel. Last time I checked, we didn't really need that much gravel. I went ahead and I actually broke down like half of like a little place and just got a whole bunch of stone because I really needed the stone so that I could actually make the cement mixes. So I kind of just like decided in myself that I wanted to gather off camera because I don't know, it's just a little boring and it's hard to like actually talk and get stuff done off camera. So what I wanted to do is just do it myself and start making this castle. So we have about half of it done now. We can easily do a little bit more now that we actually have all of this rebar frame to place down. We have our nail gun to quickly upgrade this into what we want, and then we're going to combine the stone and gravel and get the cement bucket mixes, and then we pretty much are going to be pretty close to building a castle. So I apologize for not posting the last 2 or 3 days. The first 10 minutes were actually, the first 10 minutes of this video were actually 3 or 4 days ago, and I kind of just didn't know what to do, if I wanted to gather off camera or anything like that, and then there's always those people that are going to accuse me of cheating and whatnot, and whatever, do what you will, but I can assure you, none of this was cheated in. I literally just, you can even check, like, the day stamps and everything. I literally spent, like, pretty much 24 hours, quote-unquote, in-game gathering and building and just getting this stuff, because doing it on camera is boring as shit. And I haven't really shown me building in a while, so I don't mind to actually show the placement of materials to you guys. I don't know how I exactly want to do this so that you can get inside this. That's the only problem that I had pretty much in mind for myself. I'm thinking maybe we could do something like this instead. No, that's not going to solve anything. Or maybe take a chunk out of the middle, like this, and just have like a door right here. Maybe that's not the worst of ideas. I've definitely had worse ideas. And this one doesn't seem like a terrible one, so let's go ahead and do that maybe. So what did I do right here? Two-eyed, yep. And then we did this, and we had it open up that direction. Boom. Pretty much went through one stack. We have a whole bunch of more metal going, so we could actually do a lot more. Let's go ahead and take these. We don't need these anymore because we're doing something different. Beepity boop bop. Here we are. Here we go. Awesome. Going swimmingly, going swimmingly. This is going to keep it nice and confined, too, that it's just a box from the outside, and then when you get inside, it's just like, holy crap, it's all different on the inside and that kind of stuff, so. Open it up out here. Boom. So this is the basic, the very, very basic thing that we're at right now. This is pretty much what we're doing. The outer wall only needs to be 3 tall, so we're actually not too far off from actually, like, being done with the outer wall. And then it's just all the cement mixes that's going to take forever, and it's going to take forever for it to actually, like, become reinforced concrete, so that kind of sucks at the same time, but... Also, I read the comments again. a lot of it was like, where did it go? Why did it end right here? And a lot of it was also, why are you building in this area? You're not even going to have any zombies attacking you. Which it seems like you're pretty much correct, but I mean, the mega build isn't exactly the thing about safety. It's just kind of the thing of like, hey, I built this really nasty castle, and if it were to be anywhere else, it would probably be safe. And it's kind of that thing, just kind of like building something that's going to be really cool, strong, and awesome, that looks awesome. I don't really care if it's practical at all. I mean, with the new update, even though the zombies are stronger, I feel like there's a lot less of them. If you ever played like Alpha 2 or Alpha 1, zombie numbers would get to the point where they would bug out and literally there would be hundreds of zombies on your screen and there was nothing you could do about it. So it was like absolutely insane. So I think they're trying to prevent that from happening, but at the same time, they're causing some problems. Because there's not a lot of zombies. This is definitely saving me some time though. Hopefully I can pour cement on the side of these and I don't have to pour them from above. Cement pouring is going to suck as well. There we go. Just a little bit more. Okay, and we're going to take out a couple rebar frames at the front because we need a door there. Let's not forget that. There we go. I think we put plenty of wood planks. And we're running kind of low. How many wood planks? It's 2 wood planks per, so that is actually a lot. It adds up really fast. Freaking grass in the way. It's awful. Break this. Thank you. Not the shotgun. Now, where's the middle? Just by looking at it, I think it's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A lot. That was absolutely nowhere near the middle. Oh well, we'll figure out the middle later. We'll figure out the middle later and break it down. For now, let's just freaking put the wood on it. Do some cement mix on most of it. Actually, this will be like an access hatch for now. Am I all out of wood? What the fuck? Is that the cheat button now? U is the cheat. What? I thought it used to be Z. What in the fuck? I forgot I even had cheat mode on. The only thing cheat mode allows you to do is fly, which is G. Oh, apparently not. And apparently U is the cheat mode. Wow. Okay. I don't know why they moved it from Z. That's just kind of awkward. You accidentally press it if you have it on. I gotta take that shit off. People will even be more mad now because they'll be like, oh, you cheated. You could cheat mode on. I always have cheat mode on. It's just on. It's just like, I can turn it off, but it has like this little glitchy thing. There was a point in time where in 7 Days to Die, I wasn't able to change my resolution. And you had to like down arrow and like do this glitchy thing. And cheat mode works the same way. You got to do this like glitchy like down arrow bullshit thing. And it's like really awkward. And I just am way too lazy to do it is pretty much what I'm saying. All right, let's go chop down a tree. I didn't know, why would they change the cheat mode button? That doesn't even make sense to me why they would do that. Did I have wood on me? I think it might be upstairs, but whatever. Let's go chop down a tree. I didn't mind Z. Z was kind of just out of the way. U is literally next to I, so at least on my keyboard. I don't know if anybody... There is such thing as an ABC keyboard. I've seen one before, and it's really weird. You don't want to ever use an ABC keyboard. I remember Xbox used to have one of those. Or, yeah. Not one that you, like, attached or anything to your controller, but, like, actually, like, an ABC keyboard when you go to message people. It's a lot harder than you think. I mean, I got used to it, but ABC keyboard is just the weirdest thing ever. And apparently, like, I know it's very naive of me, but like up of like maybe 6 months ago, I didn't know that there was a difference between American keyboards and European keyboards. So yeah, there's that. So I'm just a scrub nooble, is what I'm saying. Okay. And then there's these inner parts. Awesome. Oh, I can see down and in. Okay, that's kind of cool. I was going to say, like, how am I going to know if I didn't put reinforced concrete on something? Or if I didn't put the cement mix in it, but I can just look down and double check. If I was ever at that point. Okay. Oh, just this corner, and then we're good. So thank you guys for stopping by today's 7 Days to Die episode. I'm literally out of wood after that last one. Oh well. I'll go grab some more. Hopefully you didn't mind me gathering off camera, but we're working pretty well on the castle. It's coming together slowly but surely. We'll have it done probably within 2 or 3 episodes. Multiplayer is starting up pretty soon as well, so it might be a week before we technically finish this or get going on it. So, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Adios. M4 before we go to small rad, that would be useful. Oh, you know what? Grab some cloth, throw it in the furnace first, real quick.
Grab cloth?
Yeah, just grab some cloth, throw it in the furnace. That way, when we get back from when I get back from Radtown, I can just craft this half leather for both of us. That way, we're at least relatively safe against people that have better guns than us.